Hello? 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 Hello word from Hello Word. This is Mono, your Unity teacher from the hell. Hello word from hello from the other side. The French are like Swedish. Not people. Huh? 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 Eh? Did I write something wrong? Or is that a joke? I'm scared. Hello, hello, welcome, hello, hi, hello, welcome, hello, 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 hello. Hi, hello, hello, welcome, hello. Yeah, today I can read the chat directly from the YouTube side, which would be slightly faster than that, but yeah, I will see. Yeah, so as you can see, I don't have any plans for today stream. So I just thought, okay, I'll just have some relaxed time talking about all those random things existing in the world. I don't know, like flying spaghetti or the French test or Japanese course that I'm taking instead of learning French. How was that French test? So first of all, I skipped the oral test. There is no way that I can pass it because it was 2 separate days. So for the written test, I had to go there on Saturday. And for the oral test, I had to go there once again on Sunday. So I skipped that because I didn't want to see the teacher just be disgusted by me speaking no single word. I don't know, the paper wouldn't think then, I don't know, the paper wouldn't judge me, but the teacher would, right? So I didn't go there, so there's no way that I can pass the exam. Other than that, for reading and listening, I thought that's possible to pass. I mean, not this time, but at some point in my life. It wasn't that difficult. It wasn't much of the deal. The disappointment of the face teacher. Yeah, I mean, they would look at me like that and then why are you here? Really? Seriously? And then I would cry and I would be super sad and I have to apologize all the time, but I don't know how to apologize in French, so I cannot say a single word, and so I would only cry and how do I apologize in French? すいません. Yeah. Europeans all hate each other, especially any neighboring countries, and the French. Yeah, but the France has delicious food, right? If there's anything delicious, then it must be French, I guess. Excuse-moi, but that isn't really apologizing, huh? It's excuse me, but it's not I'm sorry for my existence in this hole. Maybe I could give you 10-minute break instead of me being here. You can still take a rest, but I'm here. Sorry to be here. I just went here because I paid and then just wanted to the people who can speak French Oui, oui, baguette, 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 baguette. Une baguette, s'il vous plaît. That one I can say. Un croissant, une baguette, s'il vous plaît. But perdonare, perdonare, is it? It feels like Italian when there's those gesture. Perdonare. Je suis désolé. Yeah, I learned it. And then I forgot. Je suis désolé. Je suis beaucoup désolé. Sorry for wasting your time. Yeah, well, you get paid for relaxing, for I don't know, and you have right to you don't have right to feel disgusted, but yeah, but you have chance. Pardon, mon français n'est pas très bien. Best phrase ever. Yes, even better than what I can think of in my brain. N'est pas très bien. Yes. Well, you pay to waste his time. That's true. That's very true. I pay to waste their time. Yeah, so I skipped the oral exam. And other than that, so it started with listening, and that was okay. I couldn't understand any single word, but I could at least guess. So like, I could inventing the meaning while I was listening to the phrases. I mean, there isn't that many topics that you can discuss about in your life, right? I mean, I already forgot everything about the exam. So like, can I think of any example? Worst French sentence. Abomination I've ever heard to was Tong the tatil ote tattoo? Oui, mon ma ote matu. Eh? I cannot read, I cannot guess, I cannot say if I said something weird. So yeah, so the listening, I was inventing the meaning all the time, but it was crossing 1 out of 3 examples. So I don't know, I had 1/3 chance at least to get the right answer. And then so reading was also something like that. I was inventing the meaning all the time, but I could guess what that means. I mean, if somebody is mentioning that I become a father and just suggesting some numbers, and then I could guess that it's his daughter's birthday and everything, like how big she was, how heavy she was when she was born. And then if there's some word like photograph or something like that, then I could guess that he's looking for some photograph. I think that was okay. Yes. And then there was writing. Tongue twister, let's go! I cannot do the tongue twister! That's oddly cursed meanings. Something akin to, did your teacher remove your cough? Yes, my tea took away my cough. Basically, French equivalent of she sells seashells by the seashore. Okay. That music is so good. It's like 12 hours of copyright free music, free background music for YouTube videos and content creators. I have no idea. They have like thousand the same one. It was uploaded on this year, January 21st, and then it's 4 hour 30 minutes. So you can find it. T, not teacher. Oh. Oh, did I say teacher? I think I read teacher. Yeah, so for the writing exam, I couldn't guess anything. And I couldn't even write but in French. I still don't know the answer. Let's find that out. What's but in French? And then I was so feeling weird. I could me? Me. Okay. But I felt weird because I could speak I could say but in, I don't know, 4 different languages, but I didn't know, I didn't have any clue how to say that in French. And then, yeah, when I Googled it, I still don't know. I think I never learned it. Yeah, so I was thinking for the writing part, maybe I could like combine all those grammatical features or sentences from the reading and listening comprehensive, and then I can just like have a mosaic letter of, I don't know, the theme was that I think I am inviting somebody and I'm declining somebody's invitation. So I had to write both, and then I was thinking about to combine all those sentences, words from the other parts, and then I became too lazy. I thought like, okay, what's the meaning of all this? And then I just gave up, and then I just wrote in English that I should have studied when Duolingo was chasing me. Yes. So I failed. So I donated certain amount of money to, I don't know how they are called, French Language Institute or something like that. I don't know what's their name. So I donated something above $100. Yes. Last year when I went to the Japanese exam, I thought like everybody just looked like, I don't know whether it's a good way to say, but people just look like that they are like working so hard that they would wake up at 5 in the morning and study some Japanese. They all look like that when I went there. And then for this exam, I felt like everybody seemed to be an artist. And then I received like how to prepare the French, the study in French. I got just piece of paper to advertise. So maybe I should like trying to study in France. Yeah. And then they were saying something like try your best or something in French, and then I couldn't understand anything. But that was quite unique way to waste money. Double or triple sentence negation is also pretty weird in French. At least not as intuitive as in German and English, huh? double or triple sentence negation. Well, my impression was for the writing exam, and also for the reading, they were socializing. I thought they have a bunch of friends and family. The trick to learn French is to not learn French at all. Well, I know that somebody said life is too short to learn German, but is it also so for learning French? Yeah, so basically I failed. That was my sad story, a failure. But at least I studied. I started. Life is too short to leave. Yesterday I read the book Momo. Do you know that book? Momo of Michael Ende. At some point in my life, I wanted to read it in German. It's German literature. One of few interesting things in German. And then I read it when I was like still up above forever ago. And I wanted to read it in German. So I bought the book. And of course, I never read it. So I read it once again in translated version. And there, it's all about like how to value your time and how to be happy. I think that's the theme. And then, yeah. So maybe I shouldn't waste my time and hours to, I don't know, learn. But partially, I think I kind of like not really very much, but yeah, I have feeling that I'm always torturing myself trying to learn foreign languages. English also has some weird words like nincompoop, nincompooperi. Never heard it before like 3 days ago. It's another word for foolery. Simpleton. Huh? Eh? It sounds like Nintendo Company or something. When Nintendo Company did something weird, so you can like compare what they did to, yeah, so to some poop. Maybe it sounds like that. Nintendo Company. There are much better European languages to learn, like Norwegian and nothing else. Huh? Is Norwegian simple to learn? Okay, let me find out because sounds interesting. Not mainly because my favorite butler, he said that his favorite literature is in Norwegian, and then I said to him, maybe learning Norwegian wouldn't be that much of a deal, and then he said like, for a person that was like the special period of time that I could be called princess instead of lady. He said a princess like you who can speak multiple languages can say it so easily, but it's usually difficult to learn foreign languages. That's what he said. So maybe I can still claim that, yeah, it's easy. You have to learn it. I have trouble with conspicuously. Deutlich. What? Well, deutlich is very simple word. Hello, welcome. A rat palm raised. Hello, welcome. The slash arm raised. French. さすが者、お嬢様。Yes, I lost against French. I wrote in English that I should have studied when Duolingo was chasing me. I don't know. So let's find out if Norwegian is easy to learn. Norwegian, a North Germanic language spoken mainly in Norway, where it is an official language. Along with Swedish and Danish, Norwegian forms a dialect continuum of more or less mutually intelligible local and regional varieties. Some Norwegian and Swedish dialects in particular are very close. These Scandinavian languages, together with Arais and Icelandic, as well as some extinct languages, constitute the Nordic. So is it easy to learn or not? While two greatest numbers of speakers, English and German, have close similarities to Norwegian, neither is mutually intelligible with it. Norwegian is a descendant of Old Norse, the common language of Germanic peoples living in Scandinavia during the Viking Age. Okay, so is it easy to learn or not? God, and the French counting system from 70 to 99 is oddly annoying. Yes. I heard somebody, I read somebody said so she started to work at some place, and then there was password on the PC or some kind of electronic devices, and then she asked what the password was, and then the person said like 420, so like 420, so she entered like 80, like 4 times 20, 4 times 20, but it was actually like 24. It was actually something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, that was interesting. It's considered fairly easy for English speakers to learn. Apparently. I should say that to my favorite, to my butler. I heard Norwegian is not that difficult to learn, but he can barely speak English. 97, 619, 60, 19, 89, 89. Yes, super annoying. And then me writing some random numbers. Yeah. So she understood that as like quatre vong, but it was actually quatre vong or something like that. LOL. I should, yes. Yes. Norwegian. How difficult to learn? 99, Quatre Vong du Sneuf for 2010-9. I think the most interesting part is that Swiss and Belgium, they actually don't use it. They invented like 80 and 90. Is Norwegian hard to learn? Norwegian might seem like a challenging language to learn, but as we will find out, it's actually one of the easiest languages you can choose to learn, especially for English speakers. However, some difficulties still lay ahead, okay? Norwegian is classified as a Category 1 language, indicating that it's among the easiest languages for English speakers to learn. Well, I would never learn it, but my butler can learn it. Key takeaways. Norwegian is easy to learn. Hardest part includes pronunciation, word order, and vocabulary. If you speak a Germanic language, you will have an easier time learning Norwegian. Learning Norwegian can help with work, personal life, and travel. What? How? Use all tools available to learn Norwegian. Yay! Is Norwegian hard to learn? Personal opinions on Norwegian's difficulty to learn. We are in the Norwegian teaching business here in the Norwegian community and have plenty of experience with some of the most common difficulties experienced by our students. These relate to all parts of language depend on where they are from. Most will say they notice a huge improvement in first few weeks of months of learning. This is the part of language learning where you come to grasp the most basic grammar rules. You will learn important vocabulary. Okay, it becomes more difficult the further along you get it. It applies for all the languages. Nevertheless, given enough time, repetition, and practice, these issues iron themselves out. Okay! Reasons why Norwegian is easy to learn. That's the important part. Though it might be daunting to try to learn new language, Norwegian is still very, very easy to learn. You have an advantage in speaking English, and though there are some challenges, they are relatively easy to overcome compared to other languages. Such as? Plenty of words sound the same as in English. Chances are, if you think a word sounds the same as an English one, it probably means the same too. Okay. And the same applies to grammar. There will be differences that make you scratch your head, but for the most part, English sentence structure will translate well to Norwegian. Okay, I told you, Butler. I told you that it might be easy, even though my assumption is that I saw a picture of comparing grammars of European languages, and there were German like with the picture of tiger, and there were Swedish with the picture of tiny little kitten. And my assumption was maybe those Scandinavian countries share some kind of similarities within their languages. So I thought Norwegian maybe isn't that difficult, but he said like a person like you who can speak multiple languages can say that, but not for me. And then I felt really good. I felt flattered. I I took it as a compliment. But I can argue back. I can argue once more that yeah, but he cannot really speak English. How difficult is Norwegian to learn compared to other languages? Swedish. Norwegian pronunciation is more straightforward than Swedish. Swedish are more melodious quality to it. It can be hard to master. There are also more vowel sounds in Swedish than Norwegian. Spelling. Swedish spelling is more unpredictable. Norwegian spelling is more phonetic. Grammar. Verb conjunction is more difficult in Swedish. Okay, it's easier than Swedish. Good. Okay, German. Don't compare. Don't even try to compare it against German. Simple solution. He just has to learn English first. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. I like you. Because I like the butler. He's good enough. He's good enough. Even though I cannot really understand when he was doing the concert and then he said something like there's 6 fallen angels of everything, and then I had to think very hard what he just said. English is the best language to learn any other language. There is so much material. That's true. That's very true. I also think for me, Japanese was also not that difficult because there are a bunch of interesting anime or like anything to watch. German was torture. There was nothing interesting. There was nothing interesting unless you're a huge fan of Goethe. I think the most interesting that there were a few interesting things that I found in German. One was a magician who was doing the iPad magic. And I actually didn't know that he was German, but he was somehow in some German shows. And then, I don't know, his trick was so... Not his trick was simple, but what he was doing was all the same among all those videos. So I just like watched it for 30 minutes and then I was tired of it. And there were some German musicals that I liked. I mean, German speaking musical. I don't know whether I can call it German. It's more Austrian. But other than that, there's nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. But for English, there are so many things, which is already fun. I'm pretty much sure everybody already has their favorite movie or drama in their mind. They just like... Yeah, even if they watch that with subtitle or something, I'm pretty much sure they are already exposed to English. I'm pretty much sure everybody does. I mean, almost everybody, I guess. So after I was bitten up by French, I thought like, okay, why don't I try to learn Japanese? Yeah, I was bitten up by French, and then I was walking from the examination place, and then I just registered for the trial course of Japanese like lecture. Yeah, I was wondering because I never really spoke in Japanese in my life, except that I went to the Butler's Cafe. So I wondered how well I can speak Japanese. And then it was quite fun. I was talking about the Bootleg Cafe somehow during the lecture, and then it was quite fun. And then I registered. I paid money for another lectures. So I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but it sounds fun. And laughter, yes. It was fun to say. Always goes back to Bootleg Cafe. But the teacher asked me like what kind of topics I talk with my friends. And the answer is decided, right? Is there anything but yeah, I don't talk about any other topics nowadays, I feel like. So I said like I'm talking about Ochikatsu all the time with my friends. And then she asked, who's your Oshi? And then I had to answer. She asked me, who's my favorite nowadays? Yeah. What kind of topic that I'm talking with my friends? And then I said like I'm talking about my favorite. That's like Oshi in Japanese. And then I had to answer back. The only answer is Bootleg Cafe. Yeah, so she said like she never heard of it. She said she knows about the Maid Cafe, but she never heard of Bootleg Cafe. And then I shortly introduced about that, like okay, that's a cafe. And then now it became like 18th anniversary, has been there for 18 years. I don't know what happened to my life. Yeah, but I'm happy, so I think that's enough. Maid Cafe seems so strange. Well, yeah, I think interesting part is like everything there is kind of weird. Like people, like I saw a video of a woman from England went to a Maid Cafe in Japan, and then her comment on Maid Cafe was that everybody here sound like everybody here dressed like a 12 years old and talk like a squirrel who inhaled some helium. That was her comment. And you know what's the funny thing? In Japan, a lot of people actually talk like that. So if I go to the McDonald's, the staff there are the same in the, I don't know, same tone. And I'm pretty much sure that she wouldn't say the same thing for the staff in McDonald's. But she said that for the Maid Cafe. So I thought that's interesting. I mean, there are unique things like they are calling you like lady or master. That's definitely not the Japanese thing that you'd see anywhere else. But other than that, the tone of what they say is not that unique. Not like some degeneracy. Degeneracy. Let me find out. Okay. I don't know. I also thought that everything is weird like 1 year ago, but I get kind of getting used to it, so I cannot judge anymore. I think everything now is weird. I love my judgment. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I went to the maid cafe. And there I was saying something random like, oh, I thought airport will be crowded, but there were nobody in airport. Because I'm the lady of the mansion, I called maybe I called the airport and then cleared the airport. That was why I wasn't there, and then nobody was there. Very dangerous. Close to those places, there is some people that works as a dog on a leash. Well, maybe not in the public places. I have no idea what they are doing in some weird places, but yeah. Mono has been indoctrinated into butler cafe culture. But butler cafe culture is quite different from the maid cafe. Well, I have to agree that, I mean, when I went to the butler cafe for the first time, I thought like, why do I have to ring the bell to refill the tea or change the dishes? And then my friend and I was against that, and then we were doing it by ourselves. And then the butler said something to my friend because she could speak Japanese, and then he thought the butler thought that I cannot speak Japanese, and then he said he only said, he didn't really said anything to me, but he only made this sound like, oh. That was fun. Yeah, but later, yes. Later I was indoctrinated. And then I was ringing the bell without any doubt. Yeah. And when I went to the maid cafe, I didn't know that I could take the those like checky. That's like Polaroid picture. And they are asking if I want to take a picture with them. I'm pretty much sure they can have some kind of like commission fee or something per picture. And I didn't know actually that I could take multiple pictures per session. And then there were people next to me who was taking at least like 3 pictures. Like at least, because I didn't really pay attention and I didn't care at all. But yeah, there were 2 people sitting there, and then they went to the front stage at least 3 times. And I couldn't see the front stage because I was not really sitting on the direction that I could see it. And then I didn't want to look back like to check what they're doing. Ding ding ding. Chilling chilling. And you know what's the funny part of it? If you ring the bell, there is quite high chance that nobody would come. That nobody answers. That's an interesting part. It could be easily ignored. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I learned Japanese expressions, how to check into the hotel. Ding ding ding, it's getting louder. And then like, and then I just like cry in front of them. don't answer me, you're fired. Yeah, last time I went there, somebody made like tons of mistakes. And then he said maybe he would cut hair for apologies. He had like super long hair and tied in the braid. And then he said like, maybe if you come next time, my hair will be short. Well, something like killing myself or something like that is like too grotesque. So, but at least the hair could be cut, he said. That was interesting. Okay, so I started from there. Speaking of French exam, and then Japanese, and then learning Norwegian, and learning Japanese, and Butler. I think that's a weird flow. Interesting, but I'm not that cool person, have to mention. Yeah, I'm nice to my servants. Yeah, so I took the Japanese lessons and then I learned some words. Like, I had no idea how to check in the hotel because I usually speak in English. Because it's more convenient to me. So, the last time when I went there, I stayed in the hostel. Last time when I went to Japan, I stayed in hostel. And then the staff could speak English somehow. I would say this is like Japanglish or something. So she had like really interesting way to speak English. So she basically mixed English and Japanese all together. So she's basically speaking in English, but few words in her sentence was Japanese. So basically she could understand everything. So I just like continue speaking in English, and then if I started to speak in English, it's getting weird to say that I could speak Japanese, huh? Janglish. Yes, basically. The way of speaking was quite interesting. Yeah, so I stayed there over a week, and then I couldn't say that I can also speak Japanese. So like all the communication I made in English until the end. And then they were super nice, super kind, like, but I was talking only in English because I wanted to avoid the awkwardness. And then I was saying something like, can I get a new towel? This is 100 yen. Yes. That was interesting. Norwegian. You should learn Norwegian. You should learn Norwegian. I should convince him. Okay, that's... I should convince him. You know, my favorite butler knows my name. So if I go there over 15 times, I can have my name, and suddenly all my servants in my mansion has memories back, so they forgot about my name, but they suddenly have memories, and then they can call my name. And basically, if I have reservation, they check my name, and then they remember my name for like those reservation time. But my favorite one, he was just like walking by, and then to time he comes to my table, but he still knew my name. That was happy. The power of money, the power of giving him a salary. Yeah, I don't have that many servants. That's quite a lot of money that I have to pay them. So maybe I can fire some of them. Yeah, but anyway, that's very interesting place. That's very interesting place, actually. Very, very interesting. Now they have 18th anniversary. Oh, I cannot eat anything but some kind of course dish. Or Madam Butterfly. That's the only menu that I can get. And then they are not wearing masks anymore. They were wearing masks since COVID. But so I never saw their face. But now they are not wearing it anymore. That means I have to go there once more. End-to-end relationship. They also have many masters. Yeah, so many masters and princesses. When I went there for the first time, I thought like, okay, I think that's a little bit cringe. So maybe the revolution will fix that. And then later I thought like, if there are so many ladies and masters, like if everybody is equally ladies or masters, except those like butlers, I don't know, they are like 40 of them. So if you sacrifice 40 people with the lower class, and then the entire humanity suddenly becomes in the same class, that isn't that already kind of revolution? I think humans are quite equal in that word, except them. Yeah. And they had like reservation number of 80,000 or something like that. 800,000 it was. I mean, now they changed the reservation number system, so I cannot look at the actual number. But until the beginning of March, then I could look at the number. It was only like int plus plus. So basically, I could see how many reservations were there, and it was 800,000 or something. So at least there are 800,000 people went there, approximately, because like it could be more than one person, and it could be also empty. Yeah, so 800 ladies, 800,000 ladies. Casters? Yeah, but then it's not like pyramid. It's like a how do I call it? Top? how do I call those children's toy? I think it's called top. Rotating top. Okay. So like there are a bunch of ladies, and then there are tiny amount of but ladies. Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun. I feel like I lost my clear mind to judge about anything, but it's fun. It's getting more and more interesting. That's the interesting part. Okay. Okay, so that was all those random topics that I can talk. Is there anything that you want to talk about? Is there any topics? Because I cannot think of any. Bring me anything. Have you tried Linux with Wayland? I don't know what that is. I mean, I know Linux, but I didn't know what Wayland is. Okay. So my answer is no. Wayland is a replacement for X11 Windows System protocol and architecture with the aim to be easier desktop, extend, and maintain. Okay. Jesus Christ? Huh? Eh? Well, his birthday will be in 9 months. See Hyperland Yoha. Good? Hyperland Yoha. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hyperland. Okay. Okay. I would try to find out what that is. I mean, and see some videos. But yeah. I think I need some time to catch it up. Customizable window manager, huh? Interesting. Okay. Okay, I would catch it up. I would find out what that is. Even though I'm quite bad at customizing anything. I'm like very lazy. I even didn't have like the background picture for my cell phone for a really long time. People go configuring a lot of software together and have in the end a very nice desktop, huh? Okay, I would find that out. So So today I learned Norwegian is easy to learn. And then I also learned about some customizable window manager. Two things that I learned. Yeah, for my first Japanese lecture, I was quite confident. But then I quite got the low level. I got low level. I became sad. I thought maybe only the butlers were kind to me. They just understood whatever I speak, no matter how wrong I was. I mean, they almost never fixed anything from me, and then they just always try to understand what I'm talking about. They are basically very nice. There aren't many people who just I wouldn't say not everybody just try to understand me, but most of them just doesn't say anything. Got it on the paycheck somehow? Paycheck. Yeah, I personally think they also have some kind of levels as a butler. And then if you're not just a person who's doing the part-time job or just entered the company, you would have some kind of jewel stone. It could be ruby or sapphire or diamond. I mean, only the color. They have such a concept. And then I always think if you are fired and don't have enough money, don't sell the secret of the mansion of my family, but please sell that stone. Please sell the stone first before you sell the secret of my family. I personally think like that. I never said it, but yeah. Wow, it's already over midnight. How can that be possible? Is it possible? I don't think so. Time is so fast. I cannot believe why is it mid-March? Can somebody explain? Why is it mid-March? I mean, I even didn't release my game, which I plan to release in November. So, if I didn't release my game, that means that it's still November or earlier than that, right? Isn't that? I think it's perfectly logical. Yeah, I cannot believe. How did it happen? Why is it? The time is so fast. How come? And it has been almost 2 years since I uploaded my first debut video. Even though I didn't do the debut stream, and then later I noticed that for the VTubers, the debut stream is the most important because you get bunch of viewers and then they would just run away. And then I didn't do that. I just uploaded the first video and it wasn't live. So it has been almost 2 years since then. The Lord works in mysterious ways? Yes. Oh, I sometimes forget the context, but now now I'm back to the context. Yeah. Things are happening. I don't know, the time flies. Time flies. Has been quite a while since I went to Tokyo. And then I went there many more times. That's the life. I cannot predict anything in front of me. It just happens. It just happens like an accident. Yeah. And how are managers in game dev? Managers in game dev. I don't quite know about that, I guess. Because I mentioned a few times, but I work in the hell in the industrial part. So I basically use Unity, but I'm not in the game dev sector. So I don't think I never saw any managers in game dev sector. Right, I don't think I know any game developer, or do I know any? I think I know a few. But yeah. And the only lesson that I learned while that I'm developing in Unity is that Unity is a tool to develop simple games. It's quite, I mean, you can, but it's not as efficient. Build some industrial applications. My opinion. I feel like I never talk anything about the programming anything. Recently I read a book. Did I mention it? Like The Programmer's Brain. And I liked that book quite a lot. It was a book about it was basically explaining your brain, how your brain works when you're writing and try to understand code. Managers can get so annoying. Well, or indifferent, I would say. I don't know. I mean, the moment that I don't see them anymore, I just forget everything about, like, anything bad about anybody. If I see them, maybe I would have some kind of feeling, but if I don't see them, I immediately forget about anything. Maybe that's a good thing. Anyway. What did I want to say? Maybe nothing important. But anyway, yeah. Forgot everything. My brain just doesn't work. Maybe it's time to go to bed. Maybe it's time to say goodbye. Say good night. Say good whatever. Group Brain Developer is a good article. Group Brain. Oh, I was talking about the book, huh? Layman's Guide to Thinking Like the Self-Aware Small Brain. Ah. Sounds interesting. I found the article and then I would read it later. Sounds interesting. Whatever. Yeah, the book was quite interesting. It was like how to improve it, and then I learned that I have to learn design patterns. So that would help me to think in chunks. It would make me understand more code in my brain. It's so relatable. I think it is. I think it's quite similar topic. I would definitely read it. Yaha! And I would learn a bunch of words in Japanese that I can talk to the butler. I can ask for the next lecture that I want to learn words that I can use for my oshikatsu, for my otaku life. I can say that. I can request for it. Yeah. So I think it's slowly time to go to bed, I think. Design patterns are fun to learn about, I think. Yeah, I think it's quite fun. I mean, if I don't understand it, it feels super complex. But once I understand it, it like really helps. Helps about how to think about the code. And it's also fun to learn. You could make a cafe game after Fake Seeker with butlers. I actually thought about some interesting idea. It's about like, so there are many applications that you can learn foreign languages, right? From Duolingo or like the phone call kind of lectures as I'm trying out with in Japanese. So basically I have like 20 minutes phone call with a native speaker, and they have some kind of like system that I can arrange the appointment and so on. And then I realized it's quite fun to talk about some random topic. It's quite fun to learn the language, but not as fun as that I go to the butler's cafe. So maybe we can have some kind of like cooperation idea that you can combine those kind of like there are tons of AIs nowadays, right? Which can help you learn some foreign languages. So you can combine those kind of ideas and then, I don't know, have a date with your virtual boy girlfriend, and combined with the obtaining foreign language skills and AI. What do you think about that? That would be very efficient way to learn foreign language. Like when you wake up, you have the text message in foreign languages. and you have to say that I'm mad at you. You have to fight. That would be quite a fun way to learn foreign languages. Yeah, so that was a random idea. I think it's time to... What's that, fingers? You can date with anybody in foreign languages. Gotta grind super credits and tell divers to with the points. Say goodbye for now. Bye bye. See you next time. I mean, I don't know what that is, but see you next time. Yeah, I think for me it's also time to leave. Time to say goodbye. Time to go to bed. Oh, I bought Meta Quest 3. And then I finally set it up after like 2 weeks. It was too lazy. And then now I can watch YouTube in Meta Quest 3 while I'm just like lying on my bed. That's amazing. That's technology. I don't have to like look at the sideway, or I don't have to risk that iPad falls on my face or something. Good night, good night, good night. Good night and God bless. Good night. See you next time. Wait, how did you miss Helldivers 2? It's all over Steam. Like Palworld? Ha 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 ha. Even I even skipped the Palworld. Maybe I would buy Palworld at least. Helldivers? Okay, I would remember that. That's like hell, like where I live. Hi, what did I miss? A bunch of things. Like all my stories about like beaten up by a French course. And then I started Japanese lecture. And then I go to bed. MetaQuest 3 is quite good device. I don't know, but I feel like HTC Vive was, I mean, that was the last device that I used. And then I think that was somehow a little bit more convenient to use. I mean, the headset itself, not the tracking and all those technologies, but I felt like it was easier to wear for longer period of time. But yeah, it has a limitation. So so I think I have to slowly disappear. It's time to go to bed for a good kiss. If you're not a good kid, you can be awake. Or if you're in a different time zone, I would forgive you. I didn't notice that you're awake, that you're not a good kid. Yeah. So I think then I would see you on Friday, I guess. As always. Yeah, today I didn't really prepare anything. I was talking about all the random topics, but it was quite fun to talk about all the random things after beaten up by French test, after I donate, I don't know, over $100 to, I don't know, French language learning facility association. Midday, time to take that nap. Yay, time to take the nap. Taking nap is the best. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming. 07. Money is just paper. Yeah, money is just paper. I recently suffered that I had to change it into the meaningful digital number displayed on my digital devices. I mean, Who needs that paper? I don't need it. Today I even accidentally throw it away in my trash can. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming. Don't cry. There will be next time. So I would slowly disappear. Thanks for the Thanks for coming. Thanks for writing the chats. Thanks for hanging around with me. And I wish you to have a great morning, noon, afternoon, and night. Evening and night. Wherever you are. Till next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you next time. Have a good day. Night. See ya. See ya. Oh, Siri didn't answer this time. Bad emoji. Yes. My bad. My bad that I have to go to bed. Bye. Bye bye. The shaking head emoji. Bye bye. See you next time.